For the past 14 years, he's helped transform over 21,000 clients. He was the first one to popularize 30-minute fat loss workouts in El Paso and Las Cruces. He's changed the fitness industry in the U.S.-Mexico border. He's the trainer's trainer and has helped hundreds of fitness enthusiasts become trainers. Over the last 7 years, he's helped thousands of kids in need through his charitable contributions. He's the CEO of Raw Fitness, voted #1 gym by the City Magazine. He is the king of weight loss, a master in success mindset, transformation genius. He's the man on a mission to change 1 million lives by 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and put your hands together for Mr. Octavio Urias.
Okay, so we're having a little fight right here. Who's gonna be the camera person for what we're doing? Nobody wants to be the camera person. Saul already pulled out his Whataburger card. He can't be the camera person because, well, I guess I'll have to be the camera person, right? So that everybody can come out. All right, so check out what we got here. We're doing some supplement tasting. This is, you can grab the camera. Is it going?
Yes, it's going.
Okay. So happy Friday. Hope you're doing great. We're here at the office.
Hi, Judy.
Behind the scenes. And we're doing some supplement tasting. As you may know, we're developing our own supplement line. This is something that has been a very exciting process. Very long too. I mean, we've been like, oh man, this should be done already. But we wanted to do this for like over 4 years. So we want to make sure we do it the right way. And this is the last flavor samples that we need to approve. So if we get to approve this today, like we're ready to start production and be able to have them available just in a matter of a few weeks or months. But we've been getting really picky, and that's why it's been taking so long, because we want to make sure that everything is right. We want to make sure that they taste right. We want to make sure they're not high in sugars or carbs. So right now we're going to do the supplement tasting, and I'm also going to be sharing really why we're doing this and how you can benefit, and whether you use our supplements or not, what supplement mistakes you need to avoid, what you need to look at when you're buying supplements if you decide that that's an investment you're going to make in yourself. So right now, the 2 flavors that we need to approve that are pending, this is 2 out of like 13 or 14 products so far. So we're almost at the finish line. Really, really excited. So we have a mocha flavor protein, whey protein isolate. And we have 2 versions right now, because the first ones we were like, nah, I mean, it's okay, but we don't want it to be okay. We want it to taste amazing and actually, these ones have real coffee in it. Real coffee, real caffeine. And if you struggle with protein, maybe it's too heavy in your stomach, maybe you get bloated, or maybe you have those protein farts, right? You don't want to have that, right? We decided to put digestive enzymes in this. So, one, they're very clean, very few ingredients in it. And number 2, they have digestive enzymes so that your body can actually absorb them and digest them easier. And that way you're not going to get bloated, you're not going to get all that gas, and you're actually going to be able to use more of the nutrients in it. So that's one we need to taste. And then the other one is BCA's lime cucumber flavor. We've been back and forth with the last flavor of BCA's because we want it to be just amazing. And I'm getting really picky with the lime cucumber, because we want to be able to not just drink it before the workout, but with your water intake, or if you want to add it to your lemonade or the elite water, whatever you do, we want to make sure it goes well. So we're going to taste 3 versions of that. Let's see which one comes out the best, okay? So, you guys, and Saul, if you guys can help me here, let's fill up those shakers. Let's do, actually, I'll take, yeah, we'll keep this too. So let's fill those up all the way up with cold water, or almost all the way up. So those will be for BCAs. For the proteins, whoa, too much excitement over here. Sylvia, you can stop hiding. You can come over here and be in the camera. And why are you laughing? Show the wall master too. These people are too shy. I'm shy too. But guess what? You got to get out of your comfort zone, right? Show Sylvia. What are you doing back there, Sylvia?
Fine.
2 days in a row on camera. Oh my God. Okay, so for the protein, we're gonna go with 6. The recommended water is 6 to 8 ounces. So let's just go with 7 right in the middle and see how the flavor comes up. exactly 7 ounces. Okay, those are ready to go?
Yes.
So here's what we're gonna do. More water. Or do they have the same? Do all of them have the same?
Yeah.
18 ounces, 18 ounces, and 18 ounces. Okay, let's make it 20 ounces. Let's make it 20 ounces. Okay, so mocha, whey protein isolate with digestive enzymes. Let's check it out. So this is version 1. Version 1, that's what we're gonna do. What flavors would you love to see? We have some exciting flavors coming up that you can't even imagine. You're gonna be drinking this like you're not gonna feel like it's a diet. You're not gonna feel like it's a supplement. Trust me. So this one is, what do we say? Mocha number 1. The way we don't get them mixed up. Mocha number 2. Try that out. Oh, this is not the one. Which one? Mocha number 2. And let's line them up. BCAs. Version 2. We're almost running out of this. Okay, Andres, do me a favor. Can you start shaking that one for me? And let's put it on top. Version 3. So this is what we got after we rejected the previous ones. So this is something here is supposed to be good. Let's see. We don't want it just to be good. We want it to be amazing. And that's why we're taking so long, because we don't want to just do something okay or good enough. We want to make it the best that it can be. So version 3. Let's put them in order. And the last one, and then we get to taste it. Number 4. We said 20 ounces, right?
Yes.
20, just so that we know what's good on the directions. On the labels. Okay. So version 2, 3, 4 of BCAs. Version 1 and 2 of mocha. Let's make sure we don't spill that water. As you're watching this, let me know which flavor would you like to try, and which flavor would you like to see, whether it's protein, pre-workout, BCAAs, whatever product, whatever supplement you're interested in. Let us know what you want to see, because we're actually creating exactly what we want, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, because we want to be able to control every single variable. Okay, so you want to start with BCAAs or protein?
BCAAs.
Let's get you in line to taste it. Everybody, you know, you guys, you see the trainers and you see our salespeople, our front desk, our team leaders all the time, but you don't get to see the awesome people that answer the phone, that process all the files, do all the heavy lifting in the back, behind the scenes. So these guys work hard. They're here on a Friday helping us. I want you to meet everybody. This is Tatiana. If you don't know her, we call her the Wow Master. This is Andres Fresh, or what do you call him? Fresh Andres? Sylvia, you know Sylvia. Saul, aka Mr. Whataburger, he's the famous one of the group, everybody knows him. Of course, behind the scene, behind the camera, the beautiful Mama Ra, you can just see her hand in the camera shot. Okay, so let's try this one. This one is...
Ooh, we got 2 suggestions for protein. Chocolate with almond bites,
okay,
or strawberries with almond bites.
Okay. Keep them coming, because we really can make anything you want. All right, you guys can try this one. Try it. Or you want me to line all of them up? So you guys can... And let's keep it raw and real. If it's bad, say it's bad, because we're not gonna prove anything unless it's 100%. If you see yourself drinking this,
You're missing a cup from.
on the daily, I'm missing a cup.
Yeah.
It's like a shot or what?
Shot.
No, you don't have to drink it all. It's
Just taste
let's
it.
just get the flavor. Let's just see how the flavor is. So, who was missing one?
Oh, I do.
Okay, so that was version number 2 of branch-chain amino acids, lime cucumber.
A little vodka and something.
Vodka and
Vodka
tajin.
and tajin. See, he's the one with all the crazy ideas. That's why he works here. He keeps it fun. Right? Okay, so we don't have enough cups, so you're gonna have to share. You can drink on one side, and then you can drink on the other side. And actually, before you take the second one, put the first one back in place. That way we don't get them mixed up.
I already finished.
Okay.
I'm reusing cups, huh?
Yeah, we can. Well, no, we don't want to reuse cups because the flavors get mixed.
It's like mass. Oh, well, they get.
It's like mass.
Share the other cup.
Where's the napkins so we can clean it?
All right. Version. Who tried version 2 already? Actually, version 3. This is 2, 3, 4.
What is-
You want to try it?
I already tried them. Thank you.
where's the napkins up in here?
They're delicious.
Okay, it's version 2. Version 2, yeah. Okay, what are you liking more? Version 2 or 3 so far?
Oh, which one was the first one?
The first one was version 2.
Okay.
Because the first one we didn't bring it because we already rejected it. Okay, did you try the third one? I mean the fourth one?
And then
We just tried to.
This is the fourth one. Give this one a shot.
I go first.
Selfish.
Mr. Whataburger. At least he's not drinking Coke. He's drinking branch-chain amino acids.
Fair.
You guys want some?
Don't spit on it.
Don't touch it, man. What, you smelled it or what?
Which one's the winner?
2.
You like the...
The first one.
Okay, the first one.
Yes.
So let's just call it, just to make it simple, that instead of
1.
what the label says, this is 1, or this is A, B, and C.
A.
You like A? You like A?
I like A.
You like A?
I did see.
You like C? You just can't do it. You just have to be different than them, right?
Naturally, yes.
Okay. A. B. I don't think B. Nobody
Definitely
voted for
not
B.
B.
Definitely
No.
not B. Definitely not B. Okay. So, where's the trash can? Can you open the trash can for me? Please? Oh, you missed. Give it a shot, Sil. Basketball tryouts in the office. Oh, come on.
I was way off.
Whoever-
Come on, Mr. Whataburger.
Excuse me, guys.
Oh! Eyes closed and he beat us. Okay, so 2 is out of the question. Right? It's out of, no longer an option. So let's try A and C again. All of you guys try A and C again and see if you voted correctly. See if you want to change your mind.
Okay, ya. ¿Tú eres el que es diferente aquí?
Still vote for A? Yeah?
Yeah.
Still A?
This is A?
Sí.
C.
Which one you like, A or C? A? Are we gonna move you to group A or?
You like C, man? I like C.
Oh, you like C? You like C too?
So he's C.
Oh, it's a
Vote for A,
tie.
two vote for C. Now, let's talk about this. Is it too sweet, too soft, not strong enough? What do you guys think?
A is a little sweeter.
And you can give feedback raw and real because this is what we want to go back with a laugh and talk to them and say, okay, it's this one is good to go, or it's too sweet, it's not sweet enough. If you could pick how you would make it to drink it every day, what would you change anything?
I think A is like stronger a little bit in my opinion. That's good.
Okay, because also what you can do, if we get close enough to a middle ground, what we can do is just personalize the flavor by, if it's too strong, add more water. Or if it's not strong enough, then do it with less water. But the overall flavor, what do you guys think? Are we on the right direction? Or they're afraid to say that it's no good?
I like it. Just have
I
some
think
vodka.
A is too sweet.
Tatiana will write him up.
The least person to get right upset of anybody.
Andres will write him up.
Yeah, you do.
Saul already has 5 write-ups, so he can now get another one. Okay, so we decided. Oh, we're tied, right? A and C are tied. Okay, so
What do you think?
I don't know. A. I like A better. I think. But I can drink anything, so I don't think I'm. That's why I'm not deciding, because I can't be the one deciding for this. Well, try A. See if you like it. Mama raw. And then this is C. Which one do you like, Mama?
Which one's A again?
The first one you
No,
had.
this one's A.
Let me see.
This one's A. This one's C.
A.
A? Which one did I say? A2, right? Okay, so 4 versus 2. So I think, who can write notes for me? So, write down, top choice for BCAs is A, and second choice is C.
I feel like C tastes more like a supplement,
Me too.
and A tastes not like a supplement.
That's exactly what I thought too. Like, C, to me, tasted more like supplement slash medicine. And this one doesn't taste like a supplement as much, right? It tastes like something like you would just drink because you like it. So, okay.
Sorry, Andres.
Sorry, Andres. and Sylvia. I know Sylvia just moved to Group C just so Andres doesn't feel like she's the mom here, the support, unconditional love. But we know you like it. All right. Okay, so now let's try the proteins. Mocha flavor. All right, so Andres, do my favorite. Shake that one a little bit more. And let's see what we got. Smell this one? Smells exactly like coffee.
Yeah, it does. Smells good.
For you coffee lovers out there, smell this one. Protein, I think the smell is important. So
He was gonna
is that-
smell it.
Were you gonna smell it or no? Yeah? You sure? Alright, let's smell it.
No, that smells like.
This one smells more like protein.
Yeah.
That one smells like coffee, right? Okay, so the smell of it, we vote for number 1, right?
I walked into Starbucks with it.
Okay. Wait, hold on. This was...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Okay, that is correct. So smell, like, we like number 1. All of us, right? Let's check out the flavor. Ladies first.
Good. Good.
We'll do the other one.
And then you switch. And then you go like around the arm and then
Do you guys like that one? Does it taste good? Or like, would you drink that?
That's good.
Who has 1 and who has 2?
We have two.
One.
This is one next to
Okay. Does it taste like coffee?
two.
¿Sí está bueno? Mr. Whataburger, who has the amazingly developed taste bud, likes number 1. You don't like B? I mean, number 2?
no, it's like like straight supplement.
Straight supplement. Okay. It smells like it.
That one's like a mocha iced latte.
What about you on this?
Number 1.
You don't like like number 2 at all? Okay, Sil? Number 1. Everybody votes number 1? I guess I'll try number 2 first then. Number 2 tastes like a chocolate protein. Just like an average chocolate protein. Number 1 doesn't taste like protein. Tastes like a coffee. I like number 1. The taste and the smell, right? Okay, so we have a winner for the protein, which is 1. Oh, well, both of them were option 1, right? BCAAs and protein. Okay, so if you want more flavors request, post it in the comments. We're actually gonna go back and talk to the lab, the people that are helping us create the supplements, and we're gonna tell them, okay, we like this protein, we like this BCAAs, and we'll be able to finalize the process of start production. But what I want to talk to you about is exactly what mistakes to avoid and why we're doing this. Why we decided after a few years to start building our own supplement line, even though it's kind of a pain in the butt, kind of a hassle of a process. But the mistakes are actually what led us, the reason why doing this. See, back in the day, I was of the idea of like, okay, I want results, so I'll take anything, whatever, right? So I started tasting a lot of, using and testing a lot of supplements back when I barely started my transformation. And back then, well, I was just going for the cheapest, right? I was just trying to save, como decimos en español, como buen mexicano. And I got the crappiest stuff. And I wasn't getting results. So then I kind of got fed up because I was like, well, I'm just wasting my money and I'm just harming my body by drinking all this stuff that is just crap. It's not getting me results, so why do it? So I stopped. And then I went to the other extreme. And I said, you know what? Supplements are horrible. Supplements are useless. If you were my client back in like 2011, 12, 13, in that era, no, like 11 or 12 in that era, I was always recommending like, no, don't take any supplements. Then I started finding a middle ground because I started to invest in better quality supplements that I found down the road. And I tested a lot. Some worked, some didn't. Some tasted great, some tasted horrible. And the problem was that those that tasted great usually had a bunch of crap in it. Like 30 ingredients, sugar, like high carbs. It was like 30 or 40 grams of carbs per shake. And I was trying to get lean, so I can't just put 30, 40 grams of carbs on every shake. And then if I wanted the cleaner stuff, it would taste horrible, right? So I was kind of like, oh my God, well, I want the results, but I don't want all this crap for it to taste good. So I was finding myself stuck. Okay, do I want it to taste good or do I want the high quality, which also is going to be more expensive? After testing for a while, and we started working and using a supplement line, I think back in 2014. We were using a supplement line, somebody else's, and we used it for a while, but they didn't carry all the products we wanted. We were just using a protein, and it wasn't high enough in protein, which is another thing. When you buy a protein, a lot of times you just look at the nutrition facts: how many calories, how many carbs, how many proteins. But guess what? Not all proteins are made equal. So that's why we dumped that one because we found MyoFX, which is what we currently use, and to date, that's the best thing I found. I'm actually very good friends with the owner, and he's one of my mentors, so I know it's coming from a great source, and that's what we use for the past two years, guys, 3 years. The MyoFX, the ISOFX. But now at this point, we're like, well, we want to be able to control every single variable. Now, all this time, we've had the goal of like one day we'll have our own supplement line, right? Well, like 4 years ago, right? We said, like, oh my God, that would be awesome if we could just control everything and get rid of all the stuff that doesn't work, that has no reason to be in it other than just lower the cost of making it and be able to profit more. So when I talked to the guys that we're working with to do this, we were very upfront. We were like, okay, we don't want the cheapest stuff. We don't want the biggest profit margin necessarily. We want to make sure that we have peace of mind when we go to bed, knowing what we're using, knowing what we're recommending, and knowing what we're selling. So some of the proteins, some of the stuff that we're going to use is actually really expensive for us and a big pain in the butt. So it's almost like, well, we should just, if you just look at it on that way, somebody would say, well, maybe you just keep using somebody else and you can save that headache. But we want to make sure that we give you guys the best product. I mean, and this is something that I want to do for you guys. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm being a little bit selfish in this situation as well, because I want to be able to create stuff that I want to use myself every single day and benefit from it. So that's one thing. You don't want a ton of ingredients. Okay, the more ingredients you see in something, usually the lower the quality. Number two, if you just care about flavor, or price, you could be putting stuff in your body that is not really high quality, and actually it could be backfiring you, because a lot of supplement companies, what they do is they add fillers to it. So you might read that it has 20 something grams of something, and you might find if you take it to a lab and do a test, you might find that it has only 14 grams. And the other 10, it's fillers and sugars and stuff that you don't see on those labels, because guess what? You're going to like it better. They save a lot of money. Like if they just cut their cost of production like 5%, that's a huge result as far as the profits they'll make. So that's why we're doing this. We want to make sure exactly. We're telling, after we've been doing this for all last year, going back and forth with labs and research and what ingredients are the best, what ingredients are the safest, what ingredients have the best effects. How can we make it taste good without adding a bunch of sugars? So actually none of our products have sugar in it. That they're not sweetened with that, because for the most part, most of our programs and most of our clientele, what you want is you want to lose weight, you want to tone up. Added sugars will absolutely get in the way of doing that. And that's a lot of the things that you find and stuff that you will buy at Costco or Walgreens or Walmart or Sam's. So that's what we're trying to avoid. Now, something we've talked about before is like if you decide that it's a smart decision for you to use supplements, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not just here to sell you a supplement. I'm not going to tell you that these are magic pills or magic powders. You need to have a foundation. That foundation, number one, is consistency. And that consistency involves proper nutrition, consistent training, and of course you got to have the right mindset and be able to deal with your emotions, with the stress from life, because you can have the best thing, but if you only do it when you feel like it, and when you have a stressful day, or maybe you break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or your kids were mean to you, and you have that roller coaster of emotions and you get off the diet, then it doesn't work. But if you have that foundation, this is the icing on the cake. It can absolutely take you from good to great. But what we say is like, think about your body like a Ferrari or like a Rolls Royce or like a super fancy high-end high quality car. You won't put the cheapest gas in it, because those engines are not made for that. They're not going to perform at its peak. They're not going to perform at its best. Same thing in your body. I mean, your body is way more important and way more valuable than a fancy car or $1 million car. And it's just as important what you put in it. You don't want to put the cheapest stuff in it and with more contaminants. You want to put the high octane fuel in it, because you are that racing car, that luxury car that needs that to perform at its best. So one thing we always say at Raw Fitness, if you're gonna use supplements, make sure number one, you have the foundation, and number two, never go for the cheapest commercial stuff. If you're gonna invest in the right things. If maybe you're on a budget, you can't do that, then might as well not invest in the supplements and save that for other things, or to get better quality foods, or to be able to go to the gym, because supplements is one of those things that you don't want to cut corners. Trust me, I made that mistake for a while. I tried to cut corners and save a few bucks, and ended up just pissed off, because the only thing that was shrinking was my wallet, and my body was being harmed by it. So those are definitely mistakes to avoid. Anything that you guys want to add? Anything that you guys get asked a lot? Because you guys get all the questions here about supplements. What do we typically get about supplements with our 6-week challenge and our elite programs? Or did I cover that already?
They ask a lot, like, when is the best time to take the supplements?
Okay. So when is the best time to take the supplements? Well, that's a great question, but that really depends on what supplement it is and what program you're doing. For example, protein. Whey isolate protein is the most expensive protein. Why? Because it's the purest protein. It's not like a whey concentrate that you would find for cheaper at Costco or Walgreens or any of those stores. It's usually a whey concentrate. It's a lower quality. So whey isolate, since it's whey protein at its purest form, is faster to digest. It's the fastest protein to digest. So that would be best to take when you want fast digestion. For example, right after a hard workout, or in the middle of the day, like between breakfast and lunch, where you don't have time to sit down for a meal, but you need to get that protein intake. That's a perfect time. Same thing in the evening between lunch and dinner. That's a perfect time. A lot of times, maybe you're busy and you're not going to be able to have your meals, or you're going to be traveling or on a road trip or something. Then it's always great to have that, because it's fast to digest, it's very clean, and it takes you literally less than a minute to consume. You don't have to cook it or anything. Of course, it doesn't replace food. We're just saying the best situation for this is when you need fast digestion. For example, if you don't need fast digestion, then this is not going to be the best option. Maybe red meat, maybe chicken breast, maybe a fish or a seafood or eggs are going to be a better protein source. So it's just, it depends on what situation it is, what goal you have. For example, with our elite program or our hard body challengers, we like to do carb cycling a lot. So that's going to be a different way of using the proteins than someone who's just on a meal plan that every day is pretty much the same. So that's a question we can generalize other than what I gave you already. But if you're on carb cycling, for example, on your low carb days, that's when you want to add more of the protein. On the high carb days, maybe you want to back out a little bit. So you can go back and forth like that depending on what you're doing. Fortunately, if you're our client, if you're a raw star or at elite, we tell you exactly what to do, so you don't have to worry about that. And when we launch this, exactly the same. We'll tell you exactly how to take it, how much water to put in it, when to drink it, based on your goals. If you want to lose weight or you want to tone up, what the best option for you will be. Any other questions? Common mistakes too is not just the ingredients or the flavor or the cheapest, but just relying on one thing. We often say never rely on one of anything. This is something I learned from one of my mentors. Don't rely on one of anything except your spouse, right? But other than that, you don't want to rely on one of anything. Never rely just on one protein source. Never rely just on supplements or just on workouts. The more tools you can use to your advantage, the better. So you're gonna use proper nutrition. You're gonna use hard training. You want to use your trainer's help. You want to use supplements. Don't rely just on one. If you put the whole package together, that's where you go from okay results or no results to holy shoot, you got hot, right? That's what everybody wants to hear. So if you want to see more, if you want to learn more about supplements, let us know. We've spent the last year really immersed in nutrition and supplements because I wanted to make sure that we're doing the right thing. I'm probably a pain in the ass to the guys in the lab that are helping us with this because we're just super picky and being very slow with this. But because of that in mind, because we want to be able to be proud of this. We want to be able to use something that makes us proud and makes you proud, and we can have peace of mind every time we take it. So if there's anything else you want to know about supplements, let us know. Any specific flavors or any specific supplements that you want to see. So far, we're coming up with a foundation products. So we're coming up with fat burner. We're coming up with different options of whey proteins, different options of branched-chain amino acids, different pre-workouts, which taste amazing. You guys are gonna love that. I'm not picky with flavor, so for me to rave about it, trust me, like you're not gonna feel this like a supplement. What else we're coming up with? A glutamine. We're coming up with a trouble spot fat burning cream. Different flavors of everything, of course. So right now we're coming up with the first 13 or 14 products. And if there's something else that you want to see, let us know. We really welcome and appreciate your feedback, and we want to be able to help you. And if there's a need, we want to be able to fulfill that need for you. So we appreciate your comments. Let us know. We welcome the feedback. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for being part of the Raw family.